Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be showing you how to cook Eru Cameroonian Delicacy, and yeah, here are the ingredients. And I'll be using dry fish, canda or pomo for Nigerians. And you can see there are two bowls. That's because one of them I have already boiled them. Like this one, I have already boiled everything in it, like the towel, the kanda. I have some kanda there as well, and meat. I have already boiled those one. They are really ready. And I'm using meat as well, cow meat. So this, in this bowl with the dry fish, that kanda is a bit hard, so I wanted to cook it again. That's why I'm boiling it first with the meat and the dry fish. And yeah, so I've washed all those things and they are really clean. I just put it in the pot and added two Maggi cubes, some salt, and water. Now you want to put enough water that will cook the meat and the dry fish, and just to cook everything till it's done. Hope you all are doing well. Welcome to my channel. Please, if this is your first time here, consider to subscribe. Yeah, so those are the ones that are already ready. I wasn't going to use them now, so I just closed the pot and let it cook. And while that was cooking, I went ahead to fix the spinach, and I was using 9 bundles of spinach. That was a lot because I want the Eru to be soft. Remember, if you don't use a lot of spinach or water leaf, because in Cameroon we use water leaf instead of, yeah, it's because I'm in Europe, that's why I'm using spinach, because you can't find water leaf here. Yeah, so you want to use a lot of spinach so you make your Eru to be soft. That's what can make your Eru to be soft. If you use less water leaf, or less spinach, is going to make your Eru to be hard. That's if you use more Eru. Yeah, you don't want to make your Eru to be hard. So yeah, that's why I went for more spinach. And I just fixed everything, and I was going to wash this for a couple of times, guys. You don't want any sand to be in this Eru. Yeah, so you want to take your time and wash it very well. So I did this process for at least 3 times. That's when I was sure that the sand, I was shaking it, really washing it in that water, and I did that same process for about 3 times, at least 3 times. Yeah, you want to do the same for water leaf or whatever you're using, whatever vegetable you're washing. You really need to take your time and do that. So yeah, I washed it and I had to drain the water. And remember, the sand is going to settle on the sink, so you want to make sure that water goes down and you rinse the sink again before you start washing again. So I did that process, like I said, for at least 3 times. Yeah, then I went ahead and sliced the spinach. The size doesn't matter. You just cut it the way you want, the size you want. It doesn't really matter though, because it's still going to, it's not going to be seen in the Eru. Yeah, so I did that same process again. I washed my Eru. If you could steep your Eru for some hours before you use it, that would really be fine, but I did not do it that way. So I just washed the Eru, and here are all the ingredients we are going to be using. So I have this Eru, and I have my spinach, and then I have my palm oil or red oil, and I have Maggi cubes, I have pepper, I have salt, I have crayfish, and the rest of the other meat. So I went back into the pot, and the meat and the dry fish was already ready. I added the pepper and I added the spinach. Please consider to subscribe if you haven't. Thank you so much. And I just mix it. That is not really a lot because it's going to be reducing as it cooks. Yeah, so as you can see, there's a bit of water inside the pot. That's because I didn't steep my Eru, and that water is going to help it to cook for a bit before it's going to get ready. Yeah, and remember, I'm using dry Eru. In Cameroon, we normally use the fresh one, and we use water leaf. Because I'm using dry Eru, you don't just cook it like the way we cook it back in Cameroon. At least if I had steeped it for some time, then it would be different. Yeah, so that's why I had to leave a bit of water in it, just a bit of water, to help it cook. So yeah guys, at this point I had to mix it, and I did not just put all the Eru, the one I estimated. So you want to put and mix and put and mix, and you see how you don't want the Eru to be too hard, because if the spinach is not a lot and the Eru is more, it's going to make it hard. So you want to be balancing it while you're mixing, you know, if you want to add or not. Yeah, so that's what I did, and when I was sure, I had to stop adding Eru. So I added the remaining Maggi cubes, some salt. You want to be careful because you also boil the dry fish and the meat in the beginning with you cook it with some salt and Maggi, so you want to be careful as well. Yeah guys, please hit on that red subscription button and support me. Now at this point I added the crayfish. This dish is really expensive in Cameroon. That's because everything inside is not cheap. You put dry fish, you put crayfish, you put meat, you put canda, and those things are not cheap at all. Cameroon now is like nothing is cheap. So this is a very expensive dish. Yeah, and yeah, you will find it in most restaurants in Cameroon, and yeah, it's really delicious and really easy to cook. Yeah, so I added the remaining meat. At this point you taste your salt and Maggi, and it may just make sure everything is balanced at this point, and your food is ready guys. This is so easy to cook, trust me. It's really easy and very delicious. So I let it cook for a while, and guys, look at this. Look at this. I let it cook again for 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, and here we are. Look at that. At this point the water, there's not a lot of water in it, and yeah, the food was ready. And I had this with some water fufu, so you can see there's a video for that. See you guys in my next one. Bye.